and thanks for joining us from our new studios in Israel. I'm Denise Wood here with ILTV's Morning Briefing. 2 soldiers were attacked and lightly wounded by Palestinian rioters, trying to prevent the demolition of a terrorist's home. The incident took place in the West Bank town of Kalandia, after Palestinians gathered in an effort to prevent the demolition. But it wasn't a peaceful protest, and an attacker threw a makeshift explosive device at the soldiers. According to Palestinian sources, 2 Palestinians suffered gunshot wounds during the clash. The demolished home belongs to the family of 17-year-old Hassan Abu Ghush, who worked with an accomplice to kill Israeli soldier Shlomi Kriegman in a supermarket stabbing attack last January. Both terrorists were shot dead by a security guard at the scene. Israel has revealed that it's building a new Gaza barrier to give area residents more security against terrorist attacks. The $750 million project consists of an improved fence, with new defensive solutions against a wide variety of threats. The barrier will run along the border between Israeli communities in Gaza, and it will take about 2 years to complete. The system's designed to deal with threats above and below the ground, and will prevent tunnel digging into Israel. Last week, a Hamas tunnel was discovered inside Israeli territory, prompting leaders of Israeli border communities to demand that Israel speed up work on the barrier. Apart from hating Israel, is there any connection between Hamas terrorists and the BDS movement? Well, according to a testimony heard in Congress, there is. A leading expert says Hamas supporters are leading the boycott, divest, and sanctions movement against Israel. Jonathan Schanzer is a former terror finance analyst for the U.S. Treasury, who's now an analyst for the Foundation for the Defense of Democracies. Schanzer told the House Committee of Foreign Affairs there's a network of ex-Hamas fundraisers who are now in leadership of the BDS movement. The research tracked employees of 3 organizations that were implicated by the federal government for having financed Hamas terrorism. The biggest culprit was the Holy Land Foundation, which raised about $12 million for Hamas. 7 key employees of the now-defunct groups are now associated with the Illinois-based American Muslims for Palestine, which is a leading BDS group in the U.S. The group sponsors the anti-Israel campus network known as Students for Justice in Palestine, which backs campus Israeli Apartheid Week events. Israel is furious over Jordan's decision to backtrack on an agreement to place security cameras on the Temple Mount. An Israeli official says they believe in transparency, and cameras are the way to prove who's responsible for violence on the holy site. Just last month, Jordan agreed to set up the cameras in order to monitor what they referred to as Israeli violations. The deal to place the cameras was brokered by U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry, following a series of violent clashes on the Temple Mount between Israeli police and Palestinian rioters. That's all for now. I'm Denise Wood, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.